Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video about how to cite your work. When you cite your work, you're just giving credit to someone else for doing the research. Seeing how we are 6th graders, I wouldn't call any of us experts in the history field, so we're going to want to grab some experts. We're going to want to grab some experts to fall back on. Plus, all of the information we're getting is probably from websites and other sources like videos and YouTube, as well as books and magazines, which is a little less common for you guys, but I'm going to show you guys how to do all that today. Easiest way to do this is to use this citation generator that I actually use for my college papers. My college professors were always telling me to cite. Make sure you cite everything, because technically no idea is really an original idea. No fact is an original fact. That fact came from somewhere and it probably didn't come from the brain. So they always have me cite everything. It's very annoying, but it's something you probably should get used to. So let's go to the works cited generator. And I have this works cited generator automatically on for a website citation. I feel like this is where we're getting most of our information, but I'm also going to show you how to do the online video citation, because I feel like YouTube is another great place for information. If you ever want to switch what you're citing, again, citing is just giving credit to whoever said the fact first, which probably was not you. You can go right here to cite source, and it'll let you do a book, a journal, a newspaper, whatever you want, but we're going to start with website. Instead of filling all this in by hand, you have to find the web page type, find the URL, you have to find the website, you have to find authors. This website does it all for you as long as you get the website URL or the website.com address. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I search World War II for kids, since that is my fake inquiry project focus. And we're going to click on this first website that says World War II facts, because I know I'm going to use World War II facts in my presentation for Mr. Rod's class. Once we're here, no matter what you use on this website, doesn't matter what facts you're using, you're going to have to cite this web page, because you didn't know this stuff before. You're going to have to say, hey, you know what, these are not my ideas, it's actually this website's ideas. First thing you do is you click the address bar, you get the .com, and you copy it. To make sure it's in proper format, let's have this website do it for us. So we paste the website into the search bar, we search it real quick, let's see if it finds it. Right here, it knows this website. So we'll click the website and hey, everything filled in for us. This is fantastic. If there are no authors, like there seems to be no authors on this one, you just click the unknown author, which is awesome. We don't know when this website was posted. Sometimes that happens, it's no big deal. You just click unknown publication date. The publisher, it looks like they don't know the publisher, but at least we have this as a publisher, National Geographic, that should be fine. And then date access just means, hey, when did you find this? I found this May 27th, so let's put in 27 for the date. Let's put in May, and the year is 2020. Click the site source, and voila, it found the National Geographic's for Kids website. And perfect, here is our citation. This is fantastic. You just press click to copy. You bring it over to your works cited page, which again, you can just make into a slide if you want. You can make it into a whole document. I think a regular document would be the best way to do this, but it is up to you. Paste it in. Actually, I don't like that. Without formatting. Hey, that looks a little better. And there is our first website where we took information and we're giving them credit. The fact that they gave us this information is now safe and secure, meaning we won't get in trouble for plagiarizing or stealing ideas or facts. Then I'm going to show you guys how to cite this is the same exact thing, how to cite a video online. Probably you will be using videos to get some information, so let's go ahead and take a look at this video. And just like with the other website, I'm not even going to press play on this guy because I've seen this already. To take the .com up here, copy it, come over here. Now we have to go to site source, and we're not doing a website anymore, we're doing an online video. So I'm going to click online video. Same exact process. I already copied that YouTube link. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. See how they already have all the information? It's so easy doing it this way. They put in the title, they put in the video platform name, uploader. This one you might be able to find. Sometimes you can't find it. But if you just look at who posted it, this was Crash Course. That's kind of what you subscribe to. Is that name? So Crash Course posted this, so I'm going to put Crash Course in there. You can also press the same as uploader, that way the creators are the same. Hey, it found the date for us, that's fantastic. There's the URL. I'm going to press Cite Source, see what we get. There we go, and that's what the YouTube one would look like. So we're going to click Copy. I'm going to come here. Again, we're going to pretend like this is our separate document. And there's our second works cited. You only need 2 sources cited on this one. So it looks like I just got my A by citing these 2. Because if we look at the works cited page for criteria, it says an A to a B minus. This presentation has given credit at the end of the presentation to the websites or videos used. We've done that, we're going to get an A minus. If you want to get an A+, this is a little more advanced, you have to cite the source while you're talking or while your presentation is going on. So if you give a fact, you instantly say, boom, it was from these people right away. That way, the audience does not have to question if your facts are good or not. They go, oh, so Crash Course said that. I don't have to wait for the end. You cited it right in your presentation while you were speaking. That's really the only difference. That's a little more advanced. That's more of a high school thing, so I gave it the E+ column. Doing the works cited page will definitely get you an A. There's no way you can miss, especially since I have an example right here for you, and I have that works cited generator which does all of the work for me. So that's how to get that easy A on your works cited. That's a really good practice for high school, college, and beyond. Good luck, guys. Make sure you ask me questions if none of this makes sense to you, because I make mistakes too. Have a great rest of the day. Happy hunting.